All praises to the Most High, family. Praise Yahuwah alone. Yahuwah is the creator. I'm here to talk to you about something important, and it's called peace. 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 I'm here to talk to you about peace. I'm going to bring peace. Peace. I'm here to talk to you about peace. I'm going to bring you some words from the mind. Praise Yah. I'm just here to talk to you about peace. Shalom, shalom, Israel. Shalom, Israel. Shalom, shalom. This is Leah, Yehuda, Yahu, your little big sister right here. Giving our praises and honor and esteem to the mighty Yah. Yahuwah is the creator of the heavens, the earth, the seas, and all in them is the mighty Yahuwah alone created. I'm here at my favorite hotel. So beautiful. And I'm here to share with you some scriptures and a good word from the mighty Yah about peace. You're living in chaos if you're in America. I left America. The Most High Yah heard my cries. 1 Kings 8, Leviticus 26:40 through. It works. If you want out of America, you can go anywhere you want to go. You just got to be encouraged. Trust the mighty Yah. You got to be strong. You got to be so strong. You got to separate from people. This is a set apart journey. It ain't for everybody. This is for the set apart people. So I'm here to talk to you about peace. Hey, New York, praise the mighty Yah. You might want to get your passport and get out of America, bro. It's time to go. The Most High Yah said, flee. Jeremiah 50:51, Zechariah 2. The Most High said, get out of America. That place is going up in smoke. And the servants of the Most High Yah have been saying this for years. I've been saying this since 2019. I left America 2021, and I'm never going back. I took my daughter, and we left. Okay, y'all need to get your passports. You should have passports by now. You got to get out of America. You got to go. 1 Kings 8 teaches us how to pray and how to repent. I have videos right here on my YouTube. Did one yesterday of 2 big videos on how to pray and make supplications. I don't care if you have a felony. I don't care if you have a felony. I don't care if you have a misdemeanor. Well, this is how my journey goes. After my husband died in 2020, and I told my husband that I was getting out of America with our daughter. My husband was addicted to cocaine and the white girl, all of that there wickedness. So I buried my husband, cremated my husband, My daughter was 10, and I was crying out to the Most High to get us out of America. I want to get my daughter out of here at 10 years old. So the mighty Yah heard my cries from 1 Kings 8, Leviticus 26:40 through. The Most High Yah answered me, and we went from Cincinnati to Washington, D.C. I had to get my daughter's Thank you, family. I had to get my daughter's expedited passport. So we had a layover in Washington, D.C., and our brethren and his wife and children took care of us. And my daughter stayed over there with the family. I had a hotel up in D.C., and 2 months later, the Most High released us because during that time you had COVID. We don't do shots, but you did need to get a swab up your nose to get on the airplane, and it had to come back negative. So I had to go through that for 2 months, leaving Cincinnati to go to D.C. to go to Egypt. So that didn't happen until 2 months later. The Most High released us on April the 1st, and my birthday is April the 2nd. I turned 50 when we landed in Cairo, Egypt. I did not plan it. We were supposed to be in Egypt in February, but the Most High held us over to my 50th Earth Day, and I am so honored that the Most High did that. So we landed in Egypt April 2nd, 2021. We lived in Egypt in South Sinai, Dahab, which is where our ancestors were, at the Red Sea. You can go. It's cheap. It's beautiful. It's 47 Egyptian pounds to $1 US. They say you can live like a king in Egypt, and it's the truth. But you should go to South Sinai. That's where our people are. Our people are in South Sinai right now. You can go. So after we lived 2 years in Egypt, then we did take a ferry out to Jordan on my 53rd Earth Day. They wouldn't let us come back into Egypt. So the Most High told me that's finished. No more Egypt. We did 2 years, and then we went to Jordan on the ferry. Then we went to Istanbul, and then for 1 week, and then we went to Tunisia, Africa. We lived in Tunisia for 6 months, and after Tunisia, we caught a flight to Turkey, and we lived in Antalya, Turkey. I love Turkey. I pray I can own property there in my future. From the mighty Yah, I'm just a poor widow with a fatherless child, and if you could support our journey, we can always use support. Ain't no husband here. It's just a widow doing it with the mighty Yah on his wings. So, yeah, we have Cash App and PayPal if you could support our journey. So, after living 7 months in Turkey, I love Turkey. We lived 7 months, and then we caught the bus. And all of this is on my YouTube, verifiable. Yeah, I love Turkey. Oh, I want me a house on the Turkish Riviera. When y'all bless me with funds, when y'all give me my inheritance, if I don't be in Mount Zion first, I pray that I could buy me a home on the Turkish Riviera. I used to eat at the port. My daughter and we caught the ferry out there. It's just beautiful. I love Antalya. I would say go. You get more for your dollar outside of America. So after we left Turkey, we caught the bus to Georgia. Beautiful. I love Georgia. Karavate. And we lived in Batumi and Karavate in the mountains. We lived up in the condo. $300 a month for the studio with $50 for lights. So that's $350. We lived in Batumi, Georgia. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have two YouTubes. You can scroll and see my journey way back in Egypt. This video, Leah, this one here, and then I have Leah Yehuda Israel, I guess, and that's when we left America from Cincinnati, and when we first landed April 2nd. That's my other YouTube. But yeah, I've been at this for years now. I've been saying the same thing. Get your passports. Y'all got to get out of America. People calling me crazy. People saying it ain't time to go. But the Most High, YHWH said go. And that's who we need to obey, the Most High. And King Solomon left us the prayer on how to pray when we want to get out of America. And those who think they can't leave, they need to read 1 Kings 8. Yes, you can get out of America. So yeah, I'm right now. So anyway, after we left Turkey, we caught the bus from Turkey to Georgia. We lived in Georgia 8 months, and then we flew out of Tbilisi to Poland. We've been in Poland almost a year. In like a week or two, it'll be 1 year we've been here. My daughter is now 15. She was begging me to come to Poland when we were in Turkey and Georgia. I want to go to Poland. I want to go to Poland, Mom. Let's go to Poland. So my daughter did her research. At 12 years old, 13, she did her research. She said, Mom, Poland is the least racist country in Europe. And Poland, the food is cheap in Poland. She was right. It's just the housing ain't cheap. So we are in Poland. It's beautiful here. I'm never coming back to America with my child and for myself. I have adult children. People think I'm crazy. They're calling me names, and I don't give a darn. It's time to go. Yeah, you can scroll on this YouTube and see all my videos. It's all over. It's been recorded. Yeah, it's all over. So I'm here to encourage those who want out of America. I'm saying run for your life. You don't want to. Okay, wow. Praise Yah who delivered you from out of the hand of that enemy. And if you need a passport, I don't know if you can get one now or whatever, but the Most High will definitely hear you and get you that passport if you want to go. It's nothing too hard for the mighty Yah. I could take you to 1 Kings 8, and you can get your passport and get out of America. It's time to go. It's time to run for your life. It's nothing too hard for Yah. If you trust the mighty Yah, if you stay focused, you guys can get out of America. It's not for everybody. It's nothing too hard. Our Ima Sarah had a baby at 90, in her late 90s, so you can get a passport. If you work on it, if you pray and cry out to the mighty Yah. 1 Kings 8, we have sinned. I have sinned, Yahuwah. I have done perversion against you. I have done wickedness against you, Yahuwah. Please forgive me, Father Yah. Please heal me. Please forgive me. I want to leave America. Yahuwah, I need my passport. This is how you pray. It works. But you can't be doing other stuff and thinking the Most High going to deliver you like that. You got to be strictly disciplined and focused. So you're going to be crying out in your prayer, Father Yah, I need my passport, Yahuwah. I need about $7,000, $5,000 to get out of America. I only had like 3,500 by the time I landed in Egypt, and I had 2 apartments in front of the Red Sea. I'm telling you now, the Most High is amazing. Put all your trust in the Creator. I go hard for the Most High because I know what the Most High has done for me. He has been with me and this baby. This child is 15 now. And I would never bring my daughter back to America. And I have adult children and a family, parents, but I'm never going back. I've been telling them to get out of there, go somewhere. That place is not safe. And don't say you can't go if you have a felony or a misdemeanor. If you focus on the mighty Yah, yes, he will do something for you. You don't know. Yahuwah said, call unto me, and I will show you great and mighty things in which you never knew. So, call on to the mighty Yah. He's gonna do something for you, but you gotta do the work. People talking about, but to each his own. That's all I gotta say. So praise Yahuwah. Thank you, Yahuwah. I thank you, Yahuwah, for this word that's coming forth. Thank you, Yahuwah, for your goodness and your mercy. Please be with the motherless, the fatherless, the widow, the widower, the stranger who calls on you, those who are afflicted and suffering. And I'm praying for those who want out of America, Father Yah. Please have mercy on your people. And I'm praying for those who want out of America, that they learn how to pray and that they learn how to communicate with you so that they may leave and get out of America and be on their way. Thank you, Yahuwah. I praise you and I give you all esteem. Hallelujah. Praise Yahuwah. So all praises are to the mighty Yahuwah, our sovereign, strong power. Well, you need to pray 1 Kings 8. Let me take you here. It's nothing too hard for the mighty Yah. Yahuwah be working in my life. Yeah, people leaving America. That's good. Good for him. It's time for you to go too. But you gotta cry out to the mighty Yah and keep his commandments and focus. Cut people off so you could stay focused. You gotta cut some people off so y'all could be focused, because everybody is not on the same page. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not on the same wavelength. You know, you got family members, children. They don't want to obey Yah. Okay, but I'm going to take you right here to 1 Kings 8 to show you how to pray. And if you pray this prayer and obey Yahuwah, you'll watch what the mighty Yah do for you. And you could get out of America. You're going to be like, dang, that misdemeanor, I don't have no misdemeanor no more. You're going to be like, dang, Yahuwah, let me get my passport. And then you're going to be jumping around saying, praise Yah, praise Yah. But you got to be disciplined. You gotta be disciplined, all of us. Because we are a royal priesthood that went bad. We are a royal priesthood that went bad. And I asked Yahuwah, what can I do for you today? So I stopped by this hotel with all my paperwork, and just to do something for Yahuwah, which is to uplift you. Whoever you are that come onto my channel, I'm here to uplift you. And I'm here to show you how to pray. I'm here to teach you how to pray and get an answer from the mighty Yah. And you got to do it like this. And if you don't do it, you're doing other things, it ain't going to work. Me, I'm disciplined. I don't have sex. I'm not married. I ain't doing wickedness to nobody because I ain't effing with nobody. I'm by myself with my daughter. And I just love it. We have peace. This video was going to be about peace, but I'm going to take you right here to 1 Kings 8 to show you how to pray to the mighty Yah to get your answer, but you gotta be disciplined. I mean, all of us. This ain't for no particular person. It's for everybody. I'm telling you because it works. This is what you gotta do. 1 Kings 8. Let me take you here real quick. King Solomon. This is what King Solomon left us. We are the children of Israel. We know that by now. We are a royal priesthood. We are to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, and you will be delivered from that captivity. So let's go right here real quick. We thank you, Yahuwah. I thank you for the word that's going forth, Father Yah. I thank you for your goodness and mercy. And please, Baruch Daylon, who wants to get out of America, and he may have something on his record, I ask you to hear his cries as he cry out to you to get out of America for whatever he need, whatever kind of money he need right now, for whatever you need, whatever he need, he's going to pray to you, Yahuwah. And I'm praying to you, Yahuwah, for increase. I want to own properties in these different countries I've lived in. I want property on the Turkish Riviera in Turkey. I want property in Poland. I want property everywhere. And I want to make it into Mount Zion, Jerusalem, where I belong, with my daughter and all my children. I pray. Praise Yah. So let's go to 1 Kings 8 to show you how to pray. You got to put this in your heart. You can find this 1 Kings 8. Then Solomon assembled the elders of Israel and all the heads of the tribes and the princesses and the fathers and the houses of the children of Israel unto King Solomon in Jerusalem to bring up the ark of the covenant of Yahuwah out of the city of David, which is Zion. And all the men of Israel assembled themselves unto King Solomon at the feast in the month of Ethanim, which is the 7th month. So King Solomon is setting this up. He built the temple and it's ready. This is the dedication and this is the prayer for us 2,000 whatever thousands of years later when we go into captivity. So here we are. And all the elders of Israel came, and the priests took up the ark. And they brought up the ark of Yahuwah and the tent of meeting, and all the holy vessels that were in the tent. Even these did the priests and the Levites bring up. And Solomon and all the congregation of Israel that were assembled unto him were with him before the ark. And they were sacrificing sheep, oxen that could not be told or numbered for multitude. And the priests brought in the ark of the covenant of Yahuwah unto the sanctuary of the house, to the most holy place, even under the wings of the cherubim. For the cherubim spread forth their wings over the place of the ark, and the cherubim covered the ark and the staves thereof. And the staves were so long that the ends of the staves were seen from the holy place, even before the sanctuary. But they could not be seen without, and they are unto this day. And there was nothing in the ark save the 2 tables of stone, which Moses put there at Horeb, when Yahuwah made a covenant with the children of Israel, when they came out of the land of Egypt. And it came to pass, when the priests were come out of the holy place, that the cloud filled the house of Yahuwah, so that the priests could not stand to minister by reason of the cloud. For the glory of Yahuwah filled the house of Yahuwah. Then spoke Solomon. So here's the prayer. We're going into the prayer that's going to show you how to get whatever you need. Nothing is too hard for Yah, but you got to be disciplined and focused. So this is what King Solomon said. Yahuwah hath said that he would dwell in the thick darkness. I have surely built thee a house of habitation, a place for thee to dwell in forever. And the king turned his face about, and he blessed all the congregation of Israel. And all the congregation of Israel stood. And he said, Blessed be Yahuwah, the Eloheinu of Israel. And he said, Blessed be Yahuwah, the Eloheinu of Israel, who spoke with his mouth unto David my father, and hath with his hand fulfilled it, saying. So this is what Yahuwah said right here. This is what King Solomon is repeating. I'm in 1 Kings 8. Now I am at verse 16. Since the day that I brought forth my people Israel out of Egypt, I chose no city out of all the tribes of Israel to build a house, that my name might be there. But I chose Daud, to be over my people. Now it was in the heart of Daud, my father. This is King Solomon, so let me switch up. Now, it was in the heart of David, my father, to build a house for the name of Yahuwah, the Eloheinu of Israel. But Yahuwah said unto David, my father, Whereas it was in thine heart to build a house for my name, thou didst well that it was in thine heart. Nevertheless, thou shalt not build the house, but thy son that shall come forth out of thy loins, he shall build the house for my name. And Yahuwah has established his word that he spake For I am risen up in the room of David my father, and sit on the throne of Israel, as Yahuwah promised, and have built the house of the name of Yahuwah, the Eloheinu of Israel. And there have I set a place of the ark, wherein is the covenant of Yah, which he made with our fathers when he brought them out of the land of Egypt. And Solomon stood before the altar of Yahuwah in the presence of all the congregation of Israel. And King Solomon spread forth his hands toward heaven, and he said, so now King Solomon is praying, and this is the prayer that we need to get out of America, but everybody ain't gonna hear me though. And he said, King Solomon said this, O Yahuwah, Yahweh, O Yahuwah, the Eloheinu of Israel, there is no Eloheinu like thee in heaven above or on the earth beneath, who keepest covenant and mercy with thy servants that walk before thee with all their heart. So you got to walk before Yahuwah with all your heart, not your mama heart, not your daddy heart, not your children heart, but this about your heart. Who has kept with thy servant David, my father, that which thou didst promise him. Yeah, thou spokest with thy mouth, and hast fulfilled it with thy hand, as it is this day. Now therefore, O Yahuwah, the Eloheinu of Israel, keep with thy servant David, my father, that which thou hast promised him, saying, there shall not fail thee a man in my sight to sit on the throne of Israel. So then people can say they Israel all they want to. That don't mean nothing. We own the deed to Jerusalem. That's our land. But we got to get ourselves right mentally, physically. We got to straighten up. If only thy children take heed to their way, to walk before me, as thou hast walked before me. So we got to walk upright, family. Whatever you did, you can be forgiven from. Don't do it again, and just let's obey Yahuwah. Now therefore, O Eloheinu of Israel, 1 Kings 8:26, let thy word, I pray thee, be verified, which thou didst speak unto thy servant David my father. But will Yahuwah in very truth dwell on the earth? Behold, the heaven and heaven of heavens cannot contain thee. How much less this house that I have builded? Yet have thou respect unto the prayer of thy servant and to his supplication. So when you supplicate, you're humbly begging for something. Yahuwah, I need my passport. Yahuwah, I need this felony removed. Yahuwah, I need to get out of America. That's how you supplicate. O Yahuwah, my Eloheinu, 1 Kings 8:28, to hearken unto the cry and to the prayer which thy servant prayeth before thee this day, that thine eyes may be open toward this house night and day, even toward the place whereof thou hast said, my name shall be there, to hearken unto the prayer which thy servant shall pray toward this place. So what you need to do, brother, sisters, you need to get your phone, or you need to get a compass, and you need to find out which way the east is. You got to pray towards the temple. The temple is not there, but this scripture clearly said that Yahuwah's eyes are there night and day. His eyes are right there right now. So you need to turn that way and pray, and Yahuwah will hear you. So you need money like I do. You need food. You need clothes. You need your ticket. You need your felony removed. Here's the ingredients, the recipe right here. This is your recipe for freedom from America. And hearken, 1 Kings 8:30, and hearken thou to the supplication of thy servant and of thy people Israel, when they shall pray toward this place. Yeah, hear thou in heaven thy dwelling place, and when thou hearest, forgive. So now Yahuwah is going to forgive you for whatever you did. I don't care what you did. We all done messed up. Ain't nobody better than no goddamn body. Although they think they do, especially them Christians, they the worst. So you need to separate from people, whoever listening to me. You trying to get out of America to save your soul. You got to separate from wicked people. If you got to be by yourself, oh well, just you and the mighty Yah. Just love on the mighty Yah. Just serve the mighty Yah. Isolate yourself from people, period, because it's a lot of evil demon spirits on people, I'm telling you. 1 Kings 8:32, 31. If a man if a man sin against his neighbor, and an oath be exacted of him to cause him to swear, and he come and swear before thine altar in this place, then hear thou in heaven and and judge. So if you pray, you if anything go down, this was for them back then, and this is for us also. And judge thy servants, condemning the wicked to bring his way upon his own head, and justifying the righteous to give him according to his righteousness. Okay, so let's seek the mighty Yah and get out of America, family. When thy people Israel are smitten down before the enemy, that's where we at. When they do sin against thee, which we all have, calling on Jesus, that is not the Most High. If they turn again to thee, turn to who? To Yah, and confess thy name. Whose name? Yah's name. And pray and make supplication unto thee in this house. To Yahuwah we got to pray towards the east, family. Then hear thou in heaven, and forgive the sin of thy people Israel, and bring them back unto the land. So we finna go back to our land, which thou gavest unto their fathers. So we have land. We are very wealthy. We may be struggling right now. We all need a little bit of cash. We trying to eat. We trying to make it. But we are all wealthy, but we got to pass the test. So you're going to get the same test again. So you got to walk in righteousness. This is what I've learned almost 5 years. I'm almost 5 years on my birthday, April 2nd, 2026, out of America. And I'll be 55. That's 555. My parents have been married 55 years in January, and I have 5 grandsons. And my son just turned 35. So I got a 5 all over my forehead. So I'm looking for increase. And I pray that Yahuwah increase me, that I can help the nation. Those who want to come out and need some housing, I'm praying to have apartment buildings in Turkey or Red Sea or wherever Yahuwah bless me, if it's in his will to do so. But that's a desire of my heart, to have my own house, a mansions, because it's all promised to us. We are royalty, but we failed. We broke the covenant. Now we can return back to the mighty Yah. I mean, I'm praying big things so I can help my people, help my children, help myself. It's time for some peace, family. When heaven is shut up, 1 Kings 8:35, and there is no rain, and when they do sin against you, because we all did, family, if they pray toward this place, so this is what you got to do. You got to pray towards that way, and confess thy name, which is Yah, Yahuwah, Yahweh, and return from their sin. So no more we're going to be wicked, family. When thou dost afflict them, so we know that Yahuwah afflicted us. Then hear thou in heaven, so Yahuwah is going to hear in heaven, and he's going to forgive your sin of thy servants, which is us, and of thy people Israel, when thou teachest them the good way. We got to walk in the good way, family. No more are we wicked. We've been forgiven, and nobody can bring that up again about what your wickedness was, because they ain't no better, because Yahuwah don't remember that no more. When you walk in righteousness, you've been forgiven, and you don't do that no more, and you're keeping the commandments of Yah. He don't remember that. So 1 Kings 8:36, then thou teachest them the good way wherein they should walk, and send rain upon the land which thou gavest, has given to thy people for an inheritance. So we are wealthy, family. We just got to get back. If there be in the land famine, if there be pestilence, if there be blasting mildew, locust, or caterpillar, if their enemy besiege them in the land of their cities, and whatsoever plague, whatsoever sickness they be. So if you took that jab, you can pray to the mighty Yah. If you have HIV, you can pray to the mighty Yah. If you turn your life around and seek the mighty Yah, it's nothing too hard for the mighty Yah. I'm here to encourage you all. Share these videos. That's all I've been doing. I don't have nothing. I'm just a poor widow with a fatherless child, and the mighty Yah been keeping us and using others to bless us. And here we are right here, almost 5 years, never returning to America. 1 Kings 8:38. What prayer and supplication soever be made by any man of all thy people Israel, who shall know every man the plague of his own heart, and spread forth his hands toward this place, then hear thou in heaven. So now Yahuwah is going to hear you here in heaven, his dwelling place, and he's going to forgive you, and he's going to do and render unto every man according to all his ways. So if you do bad, you get bad. If you do good, you do good. Whose heart thou knowest, for thou, even thou only knowest the hearts of all the children of men, that they may fear thee. Who we gonna fear? We gonna fear Yah all the days that they shall live in the land which thou gavest unto our fathers. So we have land, we got wealth, we are very wealthy, but only a remnant, because you see what's going on in America and around the world, but our people not focused. Ain't nobody got time to be marching and getting angry. Just work on yourself. Work on yourself, and then Yahuwah will hear your cries and get you out of that captivity. Moreover, concerning the stranger, even the stranger also, that is not of thy people Israel, when he shall come out of a far country, for thy name's sake. For whose name's sake? For Yah's name's sake. For they shall hear of thy great name, and of thy mighty hand, and of thy stretched out arm, when he shall come and pray toward this house. What house? This house. Hear thou in heaven thy dwelling place, and do according to all that the stranger calleth to thee for, that all the peoples of the earth may know thy name, to fear thee. So we got to know, everybody gonna know Yah's name, and to fear Yah as Israel, as his people Israel, and they may know that thy name is called upon this house which I have built. So family, Yahuwah will answer you. Yahuwah gonna answer you for your funds. You need funds, brother. You need your passport. You want to get out of America. It's not too hard. If you stay focused, Yahuwah got you. Yahuwah faithful. He can't lie, but we got to do the work. We the problem, not Yah. Verse 44. If thy people go out to battle against their enemy, by whatsoever way thou shalt send them. So Yahuwah kicked us out the land, and he scattered us over the four corners of the earth. And they pray unto Yahuwah toward the city which thou hast chosen, and toward the house which I have built for thy name. Then hear thou in heaven their prayer. So now Yahuwah is going to hear your prayer and their supplication, and maintain their cause. This is your meat right here. So now you're going to be praying. First, this is how you pray. Look, this is how you pray. First, you're going to give thanks to the mighty Yah. Thank you, Father Yah, for life, health, and strength. Thank you for your goodness and mercy. Thank you for keeping me, my children, my parents, my family, my wife, my husband. Thank you, Yahuwah. You give Yahuwah thanks. Thanks for the birds. Thanks for the water. Thanks for everything. You give the mighty Yah thanks for in your prayer. Then the next part of your prayer, you're going to go into as repenting. Yah, please forgive me, for I have sinned. I have done wickedness against you. I have been a whore to Yahuwah, to you, serving the idol gods, going to church, eating crab, shrimp, and pork, and doing pagan holidays. I've been wicked, Yahuwah. Whatever sins you've committed, you need to repent right now to Yahuwah. And then the third part of your prayer is you're going to lay up supplication. Abba Yahuwah, I need my passport. I need $5,000, $6,000. I need this felony off of me. I need my baby's paperwork to be signed. My ex-wife, my baby mama, whoever a husband, they won't sign the paperwork, and I need to get out of America. Yahuwah is going to hear you, and then he's going to maintain your cause. That's right here. Y'all got to study 1 Kings 8. 1 Kings 8 and Leviticus 26 is powerful. It worked. I was all over my apartment praying, crying out to the mighty Yah. I got to get out of here, y'all. I need some money. I don't know how we going to do it. This is how you do it right here. And then when the Most High maintain your cause, when he give you that passport, when he take that felony off of you, you're going to be like, praise Yah. Praise Yah. Thank you, Yahuwah, for answering me. You're going to dance like David danced out his clothes. You're going to give Yahuwah the praise. Thank you, Yahuwah. I'm on my airplane. I'm out of here. The mighty Yah going to get all the praise, because that's his stretched out arm that's going to deliver you all the way across the world, wherever country you are going to. Yahuwah is going to maintain your cause. Verse 45, if they sin against thee, 6, there is no man that sinneth not. And thou be angry with them, and deliver them to the enemy. So Yahuwah was angry with us, and he delivered us to the four corners of the earth, and we landed up in America, so that they carry them captive unto the land of their enemy, far or near. Now this is the meat too. Verse 47. Yet if they shall bethink themselves, you got to think about this in your captivity in America. I used to think about it right here. 47. Yet if they shall bethink themselves in the land whether they were carried captive, and return back and make supplication. I need my passport, y'all. I got to get out of here. I need $5,000. I need this paperwork signed. I need this felony off of me. This is your meat right here. And make supplication. That means to humbly beg for something. Unto Yahuwah in the land of them that carry them captive. So you must say this in America, the land that you were carried captive, UK, Barbados, Jamaica, wherever you at. You got to say this. Verse 47, last line. We have sinned and we have done perversely and we have done wickedly. Verse 48, if they return unto Yahuwah. So that's the order of how you pray. You're going to say, we have sinned, I have done perversely, and I have done wickedness. And then 48, if they return unto Yahuwah with all their heart, not your mama heart, not your baby daddy heart, but your heart, and all your soul, in the land of your enemies, in America. You got to do this in America, or wherever Yahuwah sent you, who carried them captive, and pray unto Yahuwah toward their land. That's why I told you to look toward the east, get your compass, and turn your phone to the east and pray. Which thou gavest unto their fathers, the city which thou hast chosen, and the house which I have built for thy name. Then Yahuwah is going to hear their prayer and their supplication in heaven, thy dwelling place, and maintain their cause. There you go. He gonna maintain your cause. Now you gonna get your passport. Now you gonna get on your airplane, and now you gonna get out of America. Praise Yah. And this is not hard to do, but you gotta be focused. And forgive thy people who have sinned against thee, and all their transgressions where they have transgressed against thee, and give them compassion before those who carried them captive, that they may have compassion on them. So these people going to have compassion on you. They going to give you your passport. They going to feel, they're going to have compassion on you. That's all I know. That's what Yahuwah said. And forgive thy people who have sinned against you, and all their transgressions. So your slate is going to be wiped off clean, wherein they have transgressed against thee, and give them compassion before those who carry them captive. For verse 51, for they are thy people, who's Yah's people, and thine inheritance, Yah's inheritance, which thou broughtest forth out of Egypt from the midst of the furnace of iron. So that's it, family. We thank you, Yahuwah, for the word. I just thank Yahuwah. I praise Yahuwah, but y'all need to study 1 Kings 8. That's how you get out of America. That's how you get your passport. That's how you get money today, tomorrow, for whatever you need. I'm just saying. So if you have any questions, brother, you can hit me up here because I'm about to end this live. But I just want you to know that Yahuwah loves you. Yahuwah got you. He going to give you the funds you need. Work on yourself. 1 Kings 8, separate from people. It's a lot of wickedness going on in America. You got to be able to separate from that wickedness. Don't, stay far away from people. If people ain't talking about the mighty Yah, they ain't trying to encourage you. A lot of people won't do that because they want you to stay in hell in America with them. They be like, why you leaving America? What's wrong with America? I'm like, you can't see the writing on the wall. Yahuwah said flee. Yahuwah told us to flee. Now I'm going to go real quick into peace. And I better go ahead and move to the other side. Let me move over here 1 second. Let me move real quick. I'm going to come right here because I can charge my phone and talk. So I give all praises to Yahuwah for bringing forth this word. And I'm going to tell y'all that when you come out of America, you got to be on your best behavior. You can't come into these countries being wicked. You can't come doing the things we used to do in America, though we all been wicked. Not just one of us, all of us been wicked. When you come out of America, y'all bless you, brother. Y'all baruch you. When you come out of America, y'all got to walk in righteousness. That's all I know. I have been out here almost 5 years, and nobody has hurt me or my daughter, and she's a teenager now, 15, and she was 10 years old when we left, so she's grown up abroad in those 10 years on up. Family, it's not an easy walk, but it can be done. Most people gonna hate you. They gonna talk trash, but that's the evil spirits in them, and ain't nothing you could do. But again, separate yourself from the wicked, walk in righteousness, and just obey Yah. So let me tell you some peace. This is what this video was about until I seen the brother right there. Y'all bless you. That Yah would get you out of America. If you really want to go somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to talk about peace as a covenant promise. Leviticus 26:6 talks about peace. I will give peace in the land, and you shall lie down, and none shall make you afraid. And I will rid the land of harmful beasts, and the sword shall not go through your land. So that's when we get home. Okay, number 6:24. Yahuwah bless you and keep you. Yahuwah make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. Yahuwah lift his countenance upon you and give you peace. So it's peace and trust in Yah, family. Isaiah 26:3. Yahuwah will keep you in perfect peace, the one whose mind is stayed on you. And that's true because I have peace. Don't nobody bother me out here. Anywhere I go, I live anywhere. I get on the bus and go to sleep. My daughter is safe. We together. And Yahuwah is a fire around us, a firewall. Because he trusts in you. Psalms 29:11. Yahuwah gives strength to his people. Yahuwah blesses his people. Yahuwah blesses his people with peace. Now, it's no peace in your captivity, family. Let's just be real. Ain't no peace in America. People talking about, oh, in my neighborhood. Man, forget your neighborhood. Forget your neighborhood. The mighty Yah finna destroy all that. He told us to get out of there because America will be a desolation. Jeremiah 50, America will be no more. Great peace have those who love your Torah, and nothing causes them to stumble. Peace after captivity, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares Yah. So Yah got a plan for you. Declares Yah, plans for peace and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. So Yahuwah want to give you a future and a hope, and he want to give you peace. Jeremiah 33:6. Behold, I will bring to it health and healing, and I will reveal to them abundance of peace and truth. Now, that ain't no lie, because I got peace outside of America. I don't know what's going on over there, but I don't have that chaos out here. In every country I've lived in, it's been very peaceful, and I lived in front of the sea, and I have lived by the mountains, and I have lived even in this country, Poland, and nobody bothers us. Ezekiel 34:25. I will make with them a covenant of peace and banish wild beasts from the land so that they may dwell securely. Ezekiel 37:26. I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them. So I'm looking for everlasting peace. Praise the mighty Yah. Peace as restoration of Zion. Isaiah 54:10. For the mountains may depart and the hills be removed, but my steadfast love shall not depart from you, and my covenant of peace shall not be removed, says Yah. So I'm looking for peace. So that's why I can't be with the Jabez's people, because they come with confusion and wickedness. Even Torah people, if they not right mentally, if they ain't working on themselves, they come with a bunch of wickedness as well. Isaiah 55:12. We got to work on ourselves. That's why I don't want to be around nobody right now. I want to work on myself. We all need to work on ourselves. I done spent my 2 years at the Red Sea, and I have moved on doing the work for the mighty Yah. Because I tried that with Israelites, and sometimes it's hard with your own people. I mean, they could be some of the wickedest people. And they be saying, Yah this and Yah that. Isaiah 55:12. For you shall go out with joy and be led forth with peace. So I went out with great joy, and I am having peace. Isaiah 66:12. For thus says Yahuwah, behold, I will extend peace to her like a river. Psalms 122:6 and 7. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem and peace be within the walls and security within your towers. Praise Yah. So just let me encourage you all to get them passports and to get them babies out of America, to get yourself out of America, to walk upright, keep the commandments. And here's personal peace from Yahuwah, Isaiah 32:17. The work of righteousness shall be peace. My people shall dwell in a peaceful habitation and secure dwellings and in quiet resting places. And that's another thing I'm working on because I've been so loud and stuff. I'm trying to work on being quiet and silence. Psalms 4:8. In peace I will both lie down and sleep, for you alone, Yahuwah, will make me dwell safely. Lamentations 3:25. Yahuwah is good to those who wait on him. It is good that one should hope and wait quietly for the salvation of Yah. So it's important to understand that in the Tanakh, peace, which is shalom, is safety, rest, stability, covenant relationship with Yah, and wholeness. So I have peace. I can't even complain. Okay, so keep the commandments, walk upright, change from your wicked ways, all of us. I just don't do the stuff I used to do. I don't live like that no more. I'm trying to be a holy royal priesthood unto Yahuwah. Okay, so Jeremiah 29:11, let's break it down. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says Yahuwah, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. Yahuwah spoke to the Israelites who were in Babylonian exile. They were displaced, uncertain, and longing for restoration. That's us right now. Through Jeremiah, Yahuwah told them he had not abandoned them, and exile was not the end of their story, and his intentions toward them were untimely. Shalom, which is peace, wholeness, and restoration. And there will be a future and a hope beyond captivity. And I'm believing that there, and I'm waiting on Yah. It was not an instant escape promise. It was reassurance of long-term covenant faithfulness. Jeremiah 29:12-13. Then you will call upon me and come and pray to me. Pray to who? Pray to Yah. And I will answer you, and you will seek me and find me when you search for me with all your heart. And that's where I'm at. That's why I can't go back to that life. I'm searching for the mighty Yah with all my heart. Yahuwah declares his intention for peace. The people pray and seek him, and he hears and restores. Okay, so peace again is wholeness. Shalom is safety, stability, and covenant relationship. So all praises unto Yah. I'm very sleepy. Pray my strength in Yahuwah. I'm never letting go. I don't care whatever come my way. It's just a test, family. Okay, in your New Testament, you don't get no peace with JC. So the Tanakh promises peace, Jeremiah 29:11, Isaiah 54:10, Ezekiel 37:26. And I come not to bring peace but a sword. That's your New Testament. We don't do no New Testament. That's bull crap. Matthew 10:34. It's a contradiction, family. Because Yahuwah promised us peace. Shalom. Exodus 20 commands honoring your father and mother. And the New Testament talks about everybody being broken apart. The New Testament is trash, y'all. So stick to your Old Testament Torah and let that New Testament go, because JC said he came to bring a sword. Your black JC, your white JC, he came to bring a sword to break up your family. And that's what he has done, because that's wickedness. He didn't come to bring peace. Okay? The Most High, he came to bring peace. But the New Testament Christ, he said he came to bring sword to break up your family. And that's what he's doing, because I can't be in a relationship with people that's into the New Testament Christ, because I'm not going that way. I already did that. So Matthew 10:34, think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. That sounds like Lucifer or something. Yeah, he Lucifer. That's what I just said, bro. Look. Think not that I come to bring peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. Yep, that's Lucifer. I just said it. Luke 12:51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. I tell you, nay. but rather division. And I can't believe my children believe this bullcrap. They listen to this wickedness. And my parents, this is foolishness. The sword statement comes from the Christian New Testament. That's not a part of the Hebrew Tanakh, and it reflects a different theological framework than the Torah covenant from Yah. In Tanakh, Yahuwah speaks of peace for his children. It is covenantal restoration like Jeremiah 29:11, Isaiah 54:10, Ezekiel 37:26. When he speaks of a sword, JC, it usually refers to breaking up the family and, I don't know, judgment. So I came not to bring peace but a sword. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace but a sword, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. That's true. That's how it is with me and my family right now. They all up in that JC crap, and I'm not. So they being divided about with JC when they could be with me and have peace. Shalom. A man's foes shall not be they of his household. Whew. Micah, okay, and then he says, JC says, this is Lucifer, y'all. 14:26. If any man come to me, you gotta hate not his father, mother, and his wife and children, and brethren and his sisters. Yeah, you gotta hate your own life. You know what I'm saying? He cannot be my disciple. When did Yahuwah tell you to be a disciple? That don't even make no sense. I can't believe my son is under a spell so deep. I'm praying he gets out of it. And I ask Yahuwah to please correct my children through measurement and not through death. I don't want to bury not one or hear of them dying or any of that. So all praises to Yah. In Hebrew, hate can sometimes mean, no, we don't want to go with that JC foolishness. I don't care nothing about no New Testament. The only thing I care about is what Yah say. Okay? I'm going to get ready to end it right here, but I give all praises to Yah. I just stopped by and said, Yahuwah, what can I do for you today? And I try to wake up with that on my mind. Y'all need to work on yourself. We are a royal priesthood, and you got to think like you a royal priesthood. You got to separate yourself from people. You got to stay away from uncleanliness. And we don't eat pork, shrimp, crabs. We don't do none of that. We don't have sex unless we married. We don't make whores out the daughters of Zion. I'm celibate almost 9 years. No sex. We can discipline ourselves. You're trying to be holy and returning to the mighty Yah. So I'm just here to encourage you. Those who want out of America, you can inbox me anywhere. You can reach me. And the tickets are cheap. The Most High will bless you. He will take away whatever that they put on you, and he will open the door for you to go. And it's nothing higher than the mighty Yah. It's just nothing else. It's nothing higher than, you can't go no higher than the mighty Yah. That's why I'm not letting go. That's why I'm not interested in marriage, because I have to work on myself from my filthiness, from my brain disease. We all got to work on ourselves, and it should be in your heart. So I give all praises, honor, and esteem to the mighty Yah. And once again, Yah is the creator of the heavens, the earth, the seas, and all in them is the mighty Yah created alone. We don't worship and believe in no JC on this channel. I'm 100% Tanakh Torah, and I don't just talk about it. I walk it from country to country, and I'm not perfect, and neither is my child. But one thing we don't do is do what I used to do when I didn't know Yahuwah. I don't do that anymore. And we keep the Sabbath in our dwelling place. That's another thing you should do. You should stay home on Saturday. I ain't finna debate nobody about the Sabbath, but we see how many deaths be turning up on Saturdays. You ain't under the covenant. You ain't under the covenant. You gotta just stay in your dwelling place. I'm not Jewish. I'm an Israelite. That's totally different. So I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I'm a daughter of Shem. I'm a daughter of Yah. Yaakov. I'm the real people. I'm not Jewish. I'm not those people that's in my land. But all praises are to Yah. Get your passport. Work on yourself. And all nations are going to worship Yahuwah. All people are going to worship Yah. But let's work on ourselves. Again, if you could support the channel, I could always use a little help. And I give all praises and all esteem to the mighty Yahuwah. It has been a pleasure being here for an hour or 54 minutes. to give thanks to the mighty YAH. I say, get your passports. This is beautiful Poland. My my favorite little hotel right here. And listen, I'm an Israelite. We're Israelites. The Negroids, we're Israelites. And we are the covenant people. The Jewish people are not under a covenant. They not the covenant people. And they will be destroyed by the mighty YAH. So I wouldn't want to claim to be no Jewish, because ain't nothing good coming from them. They finna be destroyed. And then I'm gonna be able to go home to my land, which is the border into Israel. That's our land. We hold the deed to Israel. We hold the deed, the Negroids, the children of Yah. So pray this prayer, separate yourself from people, be disciplined, and go ahead and get out of America. When the Most High bless you, Baruch you, you get up and dance like David danced to the mighty Yah, and tell Yahuwah thank you. In all things, if you praise the Most High in all things, He will direct your path like He's been directing me almost 5 years out of America. Unexpected blessings, I tell you. I love Yahuwah, and Yahuwah loves you. Hallelujah. Praise Yahuwah. Yes. Okay, you all can go on my YouTube, and you can see I have the videos there. I have pictures, videos of me in Sinai and my daughter in South Sinai. So you got to walk in righteousness. So please share the video and give all praises to the mighty Yah for another day at life, another chance for us to get it right. We are a royal priesthood, and all nations will worship Yah. Praise Yah.